Hello, everyone. I'm Pastor Tim Gauger, and this is your COScast for Friday, January 23rd already. Happy to welcome to the program Abby McConnon, a member of Christ Our Savior Lutheran Church, and just so happy that you made some time to talk with us, Abby. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Glad to be here.
So I stated that one of my goals with these interviews in 2021 was to do more of them with members, just to help us get to know one another. So Abby, why don't you joined our church like in 2019, right? It was like, so you haven't been here real long, but long enough. And I think people might recognize you from choir, some of the vocal things you've done, and for the piano accompanying. But why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself beyond that you sing in the choir?
Yeah, so I'm lucky enough that I went to high school at Michigan Lutheran Seminary. So I actually know quite a few of the members at Christ Our Savior. So I was lucky enough to graduate with like Jake Toyer and Aaron Abel.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yep. So I was lucky enough. I actually know quite a few of the members. But right after I graduated, me and my husband actually have been traveling a lot across our country with different job opportunities. So I work in finance, but my current position is at Meyer at their corporate offices. But yeah, so I'm married and I have 2 dogs at home. And like Pastor said, I'm very much into music. So I'm a very big piano player, singer. I was part of the MLS concert choir when I was there. I did choir while I was in college. So I'm very into the musical side of it.
Your husband's name, first name?
Is Joe.
Joe, all right.
Yep.
And you said where'd you go to college?
I went to Saginaw Valley State University. So
Okay.
I actually grew up on that side of the state. I grew up in a little town called Clio, which is just
I met your parents recently, and that's what they told me. So
yeah. So I grew up on that side of the state, and my husband is from Grand Rapids. So when we finally got the opportunity to come back to Michigan, we decided to go on his side of the state for a little while.
Okay. So where are some of the places you've lived besides Grand Rapids and Clio?
Yes. So right after I graduated from college, me and my husband moved to Southern Florida. We were in the West Palm Beach area of Florida. And I worked for a company down there for a number of years. And then after that, we decided to move up to Charlotte, North Carolina. And we were there for about a year. Then we went back to the east side of the state. We lived in Bay City, Michigan for a while. And then we went back down into the Charlotte area for another year. And then we came back up to Grand Rapids. And now that's where we've been for almost 2 years now.
Yep. And settling in, I understand you bought a house, and I think I remember you said that. And so what does Joe do?
Joe actually works in home remodeling. So, yeah, so he's kind of a jack of all trades. When we lived in the southern states, where it was warm all the time, he actually worked in the golf industry. So he did that. Yes, he's a big time avid golfer. So being able to work in that industry was something that he really enjoyed. But now that we're in a state that he doesn't get to do that all year round, he just got into like home remodeling, construction, and stuff like that.
Okay, well, cool, very cool. Well, you said you're an MLS grad, and I've asked this of I've asked about the high school alma mater's mascot. We know that's the Cardinals. We've had enough seminary people on there, so maybe I would ask you, favorite vacation you and Joe have gone on. I might know the answer to this.
So our favorite vacation that we've probably most recently been on, and actually probably say of all of our vacations, because we do enjoy traveling quite a bit. Last year, right before actually the pandemic started, in February, we went to Ireland for about a week. So it was a great experience, and we got to, really experience Dublin and a couple of the other cities. We took trains around the country, and we never even rented cars. So we did trains and walking. And so we just got to really see the sights and the sounds of Ireland. So we got really lucky enough to be able to do that right before the pandemic hit and everything closed down.
Squeeze that in. So do you have another one planning that you guys are talking about doing sometime?
We would love to go back there because there's so many things that we could see, but any part of Europe, that would be something that we would love to be able to get to enjoy and see and do. And then we're big time cruisers. We've done a lot of cruises in our marriage. So our honeymoon was a cruise, and we pretty much did a cruise every year after that. So we've been married for almost 5 years now. So
Okay, well, you have to do like a European cruise. You can kind of combine them like that.
yeah, we've thought about it. So we would love
Oh,
to do something like that.
very cool, very cool. So now did you sing in college too, and do musical things in college as well?
I did, yeah. So I was lucky enough to be part of a choral group at Saginaw Valley, and we did a lot of concerts in and around the area.
Oh,
So yeah, I was very much into the singing platform, and I played piano all of my life. So I also helped accompany a lot of the artists that did solo performances at SVSU as one of their main accompanists. So
well, you're very accomplished. So maybe an MLS choir question. When you were at MLS, did you ever come sing here at Christ Our Savior with the concert choir?
I don't think so. I was trying to think back of when I came here, if we were ever at that church, and I don't recall that we were. One of our main tours, we went actually down to the Texas area. And then my secondary tour, I think we were in the Ohio area, but I can't remember if we
Well,
ever
Professor
came back up.
Praber, he gets us occasionally, and I would
Does
say
he? Yeah.
it's probably, maybe every 4 years it seems like he wants to come, but if we
Yep.
missed a year or something, we could have missed you.
Yeah.
And I'm always amazed at how many people come up to me. They'll even be members say, I was a member of your church. I've been at your church. Like, back when I was in high school, we sang here or something,
Yeah.
But that goes all the way back to when we got the church started and we were worshiping at the President's Inn. I remember we hosted the choir, and they had a swimming pool there, and we let them swim in the pool after the church service.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's always great when we were a part of that to be able to visit all the different kind of churches in the area, and even in not in the area, going out of state, we got to see a lot of different churches and meet a lot of different people. So that was always nice.
Well, we're so glad that you're here at Christ Our Savior in Rockford, and enjoy you being a part of the church and helping out in different things. So welcome, and thanks for spending some of your evening with us in this interview too.
Yes, thank you. I'm very happy to be a member, and everyone's so nice and welcoming. So it's been great.
Yeah, and we're just looking forward to this COVID stuff easing and getting the choir up and going again, and some of the other things. I know you've done some small stuff, but all good things are coming. So thanks so much.
Sure.